Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a new video. So this time I will show you top 100 ranked gameplay. I can show you my current rank. So here I'm rank 46 in Europe and I'm rank 64 in the world. Obviously those ranks are not connected to the Asian servers because they have their own version of the game and also other cards, so it's just not possible. So it was not that crazy hard to push. I also had sometimes like a 40 win streak. I think that was my highest, 41 or 42 win streak, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I can show you also here my stats. Here you can see my last games. So obviously I lost also some games, but mostly, and those games are all against real players. Okay, there are no bots anymore. I think starting at 6,000, 6,500, I didn't face any more bots. But yeah, those were my last few games, and we will just go through the last few games, and I will talk a little bit about my gameplay. And yeah, it's the same deck as I showed it to you on the last video, but now I understand it better how to play the deck. Okay, I did a lot of misplays. Okay, here I immediately knew, okay, he's a pay-to-win player because he has a costume of the wheel. If I remember correctly, he's a little bit higher level than I am. Yes, you can see it on his health. I think he's 1 or 2 levels above me, spellbook wise. But yeah, that has not a lot to say. So yeah, never start with the unicorn in the background. That was super weird play. Honestly, that was a super weird play. I didn't understand it. He probably didn't have a better hand. And yeah, we tried to put some units in the background, especially the bomb box, and then slowly started building up a push. And if we have some things on our field, we can start to put the unicorn on our side. But I was very, very careful nowadays because I lost a lot of games in the beginning, or a few games in the beginning, because I just immediately played the unicorn, and that was an insta lose. So yeah, I learned from that. So I very, very, very rarely play immediately the unicorn unless the enemy puts a lot of spells on me. And if he just starts and wastes 5-6 mana of spells on me, yeah, I'm just going to just play my unicorn. But yeah, here it was already almost over. I had such a huge lead, and there was just no more chance for him to come back. As you can see, we have a lot of things on the board, and he just had nothing. I mean, pretty straightforward the game. We're really aggressive, but with this deck we need to sometimes be aggressive. I also will show you, well, this was a short game, right? I will also show you one of the more counter decks that we played against it. Yeah, let's now jump into this one. I'm not too sure what deck she played. I don't know if it's a male or female, right? Check. Yeah, okay, so this card, that's definitely the counter cards to my deck. Why? Because I have not a lot of air units to destroy him, and he basically destroys all my units very fast. So usually what I do against the dragon, which is very important, and some people will find it weird, but I try to tank myself. I put myself in front of him, so he just puts his spell on me, and I try to spawn the units to the side or so they can attack him. I don't have a lot of air units, but those that I have, I try to put him to the side, so he just puts his attack towards me, and my units are protected. You understand? That's always the idea. It doesn't always work, but that's usually the idea. And yeah, like you see here, I don't have anything against air. I need to cycle, and then there I finally have something against air, and yeah, they die because I don't have a good counter to it. So most people that play the dragon win against me because it's just like too much. It's too much. But yeah, here we started building up a push, and yeah, somehow we managed to get an advantage because yeah, the dragon costs 6 after all, right? So it's pretty expensive, and yeah, that was basically already GG. Because at that point, what do you want to do? Unless you have like Ron in your deck, that could work out. Also, another tip that I have for you guys: if the enemies play bomb box, you need to immediately somehow try to destroy it. Okay, so to just like I did here, just play your book towards the bomb box. And yeah, here I was just like, okay, I just need to be super aggressive, go, it's almost over, and yeah, destroy the companions and everything. And yeah, here it was just game over. I didn't care too much for the rest of the game. But you see here, I tanked also at the end, so my units stay healthy. And let's just jump into the last game against Gishior. So as you can see here, the deck, that's a very good counter deck usually against mine, because spawns a lot of units, a lot of very strong units. He heals them up and so on. So usually I lose against this deck. So it was the second time I played against him. I played also a few games before I played against him and I lost. So I was like, okay, I remember this name. And after he played like 1 or 2 cards, I was like, okay, this will be hard. But in the end, it worked. So you will now see how the game went. It went not too bad, obviously, but yeah, it's always like a little bit complicated to comment afterwards. But I just tried to do it like that, because otherwise, you see, he heals immediately his egg, and then after the egg is fully healed, he has a spawn. I don't know how that creature is called, honestly, but the creature has a lot of HP. So at that point, I was already like, okay, what am I going to do? How will I win this game? And then the bombs come in. And once the bombs come in, it's pretty hard, because my units die very fast from bombs, okay? So that's why bomb box is very dangerous for me. And yeah. But yeah, after the bomb box was dead, I was like, okay, I cannot play the spiders. And yeah, it was like, you saw also that I played my the Draco gang super late, but that's fine. You don't need to immediately play it at the beginning of the game or so. Sometimes it's just better to wait. And yeah, there was a dragon, and I just hate seeing that card because it just totally counters my deck. As you see, I mean, it's a very strong card, and I will soon also play a deck with the dragon, maybe even the same deck he's playing right now. There are a few variations of the deck going around, but you see again, here I'm the one that tanks, even though I'm already kinda low, but I just need that one unit on the field to help me out, right? Otherwise, I know it's totally rip. Yeah, bomb box sadly still on the field. Yeah, luckily, you see, luckily I had that one unit on the field, because otherwise the unicorn would have spawned and it would have been game over for me. That's yeah, so it was super important, and yeah, luckily the unicorn didn't spawn, and that's why we won the game. Just because of that play that I tanked. And yeah, sometimes even if you feel like, okay, I'm already so low, you just need to tank. Tank for your units, because afterwards, if you can build up a push from that, you can often just win. And then you see here, we have a lot of units going on. I mean, it's not that crazy much, but it's enough to make pressure. I had a unicorn and everything. So yeah, at that point I was like, okay, I would probably really win. And it will be my rank up to Grandmaster. Yeah, and here I think he was just like super lost, didn't know what to play anymore. And for me it was just like, okay, now I need to be super aggressive, push, because otherwise if he somehow manages to build up a new push, it's game over and it was GG. So he was also like ranked 31 in the world, in Europe, sorry. In the world, I don't know. Huang Pin also ranked 35 or so. I just saw it before the video, I checked it out, and they are both top 40. So yeah, that's it from I mean, how many minutes are we in right now? Yeah, 10 minutes or so. I mean, we can also watch another game. Let's see what kind of deck is. Yeah, that's also again a very similar deck, and I can honestly not remember anymore how the game went. I mean, besides of that I won. So let's just jump into it, because we have a little bit of time, okay, right? We don't need to cut the video after 10 minutes. But if you want to see more gameplay videos or more in-depth guides with this deck or other decks, feel free to leave a comment and I will try to do it. I mean, obviously I'm still a beginner. I started playing this game on the 1st of April, one day after soft launch, and I need to learn a lot about the game, right? And you see here the bombs were so important because just because of the bombs we managed to kill the one Phoenix. Was the Phoenix or a bird? Whatever the bird. You know, sometimes I forget the name of the cards. And here, yeah, I tried to tank, but sadly it didn't totally work out. But yeah, Draco Gang's still alive. Bombbox needs to die. And then the Unicorn. Sometimes Unicorn is so MVP. I mean, he is a very, 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 very strong card, right? So yeah, at that point it was already won. GG. Yeah, once you manage to build up that push, I mean, he tried to kill everything with his dragon, but it was just too late. It was just too late at that point. And lucky for me that the Unicorn still survived. And the next Unicorn is already there. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, if you want more in-depth guides, also a more in-depth guide for this deck, I can also do a video on that. But I think right now you somehow understand it better how it works, because my explanations were slightly better than the first video. And I will probably still learn more things about the deck. But I think also try all the variations of my current deck that I use. And that was it, GG. That's just it. When you build a huge push and you have the bombs, that's like what I already said in the first video. Your units they just carry like a spell with them the whole time around, and if they hit an enemy, it's like, yeah, a spell that explodes, and yeah, that's it. So Alex had currently top 50 in Europe, top 100 in the world. I'm not too sure how much I will try to push. I will definitely try to push further, but at some point it will be really, really, really hard. Especially, I mean, I already faced one player that was with spellbook level 47. I'm 36 right now, I think. I can remember his first card was like the 3 books that cost 7 mana, but they were level 10. My highest card is level 5 or 6. So it was, yeah, an insta win for him. Sometimes you just can't beat people that are way higher than you, and that's not an offense against pay-to-win players. I mean, someone needs to pay for the game, right? I also already put a little bit of money into the game, otherwise the game would not be online and not survive, so don't get me wrong about that, okay? Everything is fine, it is what it is, and yeah, so that was the top 100 gameplay. I hope you liked it. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe and a comment. Feedback is always appreciated, and besides of that, yeah, the next video will probably be coming very soon. Yeah, probably be coming very soon. So yeah, that's it. See ya. Bye bye.